Okay, so let's open the door and we can take a look at the interior. I will show you like a whole overview and then I will show you the details. So if you open the doors, we can see the AMG logo, which is on the carbon. And in doors, we can see the Dynamica, which is like Alcantara material, and aluminum door handles, and the Burmester sound system, which is the best sound system. And this is the speaker. And also these are the controls for the windows. As you can see, the handle is nice in leather, in upper leather, and the carbon fiber trim, and also the leather like a door pocket. And this is the overview of the new interior. You have two large digital panels and new steering wheel. As you can see, this is very modern. Okay, so if we take a look from the side, like I said, you have a Dynamica in the doors, very nice grab handle, you can lock or unlock the vehicle. Then we have Burmester sound speaker, controls for the windows, and these beautiful rear view mirrors, so you can fold them, obviously. And they are basically at my head height, so this is really like a Formula position, sitting position and driving position. So as I said, you have this new style steering wheel, which is in Dynamica. Let me turn the ignition so we can see. Let's put it in race mode. And it's beautiful. This is black, these two areas here. And you have these hotkeys, which you can select a lot of different things. So with this one you can change the dynamic select. And when you turn it, it also changes here and basically everywhere, also here, but I will show that later. So this is like a quick shortcut. So you have a slippery mode, like let me show you the mode. So you have slippery, and check here how it's changing. Also a snowflake. And this is individual where you can select what you want. And then you have a comfort mode, sport mode, and sport plus is more aggressive, and the race mode is the most aggressive. It's changing here, as you can see. So here in race and sport plus, the drivetrain is changing from dynamic to race. So that's only difference, as you can see. But in sport, also the stabilization and exhaust is changing. So this is the difference between the sport and sport plus. Race is the most aggressive for the racetrack. So then with this indicator you can turn the turn signals. This is basic thing. So you can then flash with the headlights. And you have also windshield wipers, but I'm not going to try it here because the car is polished and cleaned. So here sometimes in Mercedes you have a toggle for the gearbox, but right now in this vehicle it's here in the middle. So you can press and push this from reverse to neutral to drive, and if you press the button then you have a parking. Right now I want to show you what you can select and change on this middle digital instrument panel. So you can operate it with this button here. So if you press home, then you can select here what do you want to change. So you can have a, so let's go from the left. So in service mode you can check the error messages, tire pressure, coolant. Then in assistance you can see the Distronic and the tension assist. In AMG performance you can see the boost and the temperatures of the engine and of the gearbox. Then you can see the boost and also the settings for individual settings for the powertrain, gearbox, AMG dynamics, exhaust and traction control. This is the G-force meter. And you have also these kilowatts, Newton meters, how much you're using if you're driving, and the boost pressure. So if you swipe here, you can see this yellow line is changing here. So from the left to the right. So you can change what is here. Also you can have a date. Then you can have a G-force, boost kilowatts, Newton meters, AMG track pace. Then you can have a tire pressure and temperatures of the engine and gearbox. And this is a trip setting. And you can also have the navigation. So you can set it up exactly as you want. So this is fantastic with this new Mercedes AMG system. We have also AMG logo here. This is beautiful red counter. If you can take a look here, so your perception is like if these numbers would be like a 3D. So this is fantastic. You have also here the dynamic select. Right now it's in the race mode. You can have a parking, reverse, neutral drive, and also here is your fuel tank gauge. You have also temperature of the air outside. And if I press this home button, then we can go next to the trip. So you can have a odometer here, then the range and consumption. You can have it from start and then from the reset. Then in navigation you can put like a direction here, the arrows, radio, self-explanatory, media, telephone. So in design you can change the whole style of this instrument panel. So right now it's in the super sport, but it can be in the sport mode. And here it's changing because you have now here the speedometer, and here you can have other things like you can see here. So you can have a rev counter with the tire pressure inside of the rev counter, track pace, boost, G-force, or just a simple rev counter. And then you can have the classic, which is like a blue. I think the best one is the super sport, followed by the sport and classic. Maybe you like classic, so this is individual, but I think this track weapon deserves to have a sport, or the best would be the super sport. So also guys, on the steering wheel at 12 o'clock, and this is in gray color at 12 o'clock. It's very beautiful. Everything is like in a silver theme in this vehicle. So you have this in silver, then the embroidery on the seats is also in silver, the seat belt is in silver, the stitching is in silver, so it really beautifully complements the iridium silver Designo Magno color. Alright guys, so let's take a look at the command system. So this is 12.3-inch screen in the middle, and it is a fantastic looking screen. It's on the maximum brightness. And let's check what you can do with this new system. So you can operate it with the steering wheel or with this touchpad in the middle console. And as first you have a navigation. So this is pretty self-explanatory. Radio, media, I want to show you Mercedes Me Connect, Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. And in the vehicle you have a climate control. This is basic, dynamic select, track pace. So let's check the dynamic select. So you can have individual configuration of the drive. So the drive can be reduced, moderate, sport, dynamic or race. Then transmission can be manual or automatic. Dynamics, and you see when it's changing that the part which is changing is in the orange. So in dynamics you have a basic, advanced, pro and master, and this is also automatically adjusting when you go from the comfort to the race mode and sport mode, etc. Exhaust system can be balanced and powerful, basically on and off. And then you have a classic engine data. So if I select race mode, we can see the engine data, and you can see kilowatts, newton meters and temperatures of the engine and the gearbox which you are using. And then in the vehicle data you can basically see the steering angle and how much brake and accelerator do you use at the moment. In the track pace, this is only for the racetrack use. You can have like a professional telemetry, and you can record your lap times, sector times, so you can track more than 80 features. you can also record new track. So if we go into track base, as I said, all tracks, and you can see the most famous tracks of the world, like this, Francorchamps, so look at the Americas, there is also Nürburgring, so all these famous tracks, Sachsenring. You can record your own track, you have best lap time, total length, top speed and average speed. Then you have also the sector times in each lap. So this is really like a professional telemetry. You have a drag race, then you can also everything sync with your TrackBase app. So you can check the accelerator, quarter mile, braking, history, and in telemetry you can see the sector times, and you would have also the graph here. So this is very advanced system. And then in the options you can see the TrackBase app, and you can have a driver profile, acoustic feedback, and yeah, just I didn't see the more advanced like telemetry in a series production vehicle. So then in assistance you have traffic sign assist, camera and park assist. So all these assists, so this is not just a race car, but you have also the modern assists. And you can check consumption, light settings, so you can have instrument lighting, you can put it on a higher level, you can have a surround lighting, extra light shut off, inter light shut off. And in vehicle settings you can see winter tire limit, acoustic lock, auto folding mirrors. So these basic things from the Mercedes AMG. And in a system you can see and adjust all these things like in a normal AMG. Alright, I can show you a little bit here also. So you have browser, but you need to pay for the data. Then we have Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, and Mercedes Me app. And also I will show you a little bit from navigation. So you can see you have live traffic. So yeah, this is just a race car but for every day. So fantastic thing, and I love this AMG. Here you can change the traction control. This is same like in the GT3 cars. It was also in the GTR and now in the GTR Pro. Here you have these vents for the AC. This is the same. You have also this decor from the carbon fiber. Very nice start button in a red color, and before the facelift it was here. And this is the new panel from the GT4 door. So you have controls for the AC, dual zone thermatronic unit, and if you press here then you have a menu for the AC. You can change it, the climate mode, so this is like a quick shortcut for this. And here is also the matte carbon fiber. So if we push it with the finger, then we can see you have a USB port here, 2 cup holders, and also 12-volt socket. And if you press here it will close. It's very quick. So these buttons here, they are like in the shape of the V8, as you can see. This is like a 4 and also 4, together it's 8. So also this touchpad is from various new Mercedes, and you can use it to operate the command display with the basic swiping mechanism like this. And I think it's very useful. I'd have it also in my A-Class. So this is great in my opinion. And if you want to select, then you press and you have like a haptic feedback, like a little, we can say, vibration. So these displays, which are here 4 and also here 4, are in the shape like a V8, like this engine. And here it's also the same what is here. So the dynamic select, you can change it also here on the middle console, and you just push this button and it will change. This you can press and it will change the setting. also for the traction control. Here you have a volume adjustment. You cannot press this display, only with this button, also the same here. And you have a start-stop system. You have this retracting and extending, as you can see, spoilers. They are underneath the floor to reduce and to help with the airflow underneath the car. So depending on what you want, then you can retract it or you can activate it. So this is for the exhaust, and the red is powerful and the blue is balanced, basically on and off. So I really like this, and it's very good. It's very quick to change it, but also it's quick on the steering wheel, and yeah, I really like this. So this is a gearbox, as I showed you, and here in the middle armrest you have a compartment for storage. So if you press this button, you can see here this is slot for your key. So if your battery in your key fob dies, then you can push this here and then you can start the vehicle basically. Here you have two USB-A ports, you have a SD card slot, and this is like a decent depth. You can put here maybe one bottle with water or your smartphone, so it's not so shallow. You can put a few things here, and you need to press this to close it. And this logo, as you can see, AMG emblem basically, you can see the Affalterbach name here, and this is the engine, like a symbol, engine logo, and these three with apples, maybe you don't know, maybe you know, this is from the coat of arms of the city of Affalterbach, and obviously AMG logo. So very nice. This is like embossed in the leather. Let me show you. Very nice detail. And the glove compartment, you can lock it with the key from your key fob. If you open it, there is basically nothing. There is light. You can put some stuff here. It's not super big, but you can put a few things there. And if you press it, then it will close. And this is very nice, like aluminium. This is everything in Dynamica, Alcantara basically. Very nice silver stitching, and also here the dashboard is in leather. Take a look at the ceiling. You have an airbag here, and this is also in very nice brushed leather. So the sun visor, you have like a little, for your finger, little place, so you can put it here. And you have a mirror here, like a cosmetic mirror. And also light, so if you open this, it will light up. So these are the basic things. You can put the documents here or something like that. And here on the top you have lights, so it will light up. So if you press this button and open the doors when you arrive to your destination, then the lights in the car wouldn't light up. This is if you want to be incognito, you can just press this. So if you press this logo, this button, so this car has various cameras in front. So it has a front wide angle, so it is here in the front. You can see here the front splitter, which is very cool. Then you have front normal view, then you have a rear view and a rear wide angle, and that's it. So you don't have a 360 cameras because there are no cameras in the rear view mirrors, but I think this is enough. This is very important, I think, because you don't want to scratch this beautiful and white front wing. So yeah, that's important. So also these are the hazard lights, so they are maybe hidden, they are not here like you maybe would expect them to be, but they are rather like hidden here. So if you press this, then that they are on basically, and you can turn off the parking sensors if you're towed or something like that. You can see here the sound speaker, and if you take a look, you have also the AMG logo on the floor mats, and you have a little net here, as you can see. Now we can take a look at the seats. So these seats are AMG bucket seats, carbon fiber seats, and they have an exclusive Napa leather and Dynamica in the middle. And they have also like a silver seat belt, which is just beautiful. So you have also these holes here where we can put the harnesses and attach them to this cage. So this is very nice, very soft, exclusive Napa leather, and this is Dynamica like Alcantara. It's actually nice padded, it's not like uncomfortable. I think this is very comfortable. But as you can see, this is like a huge, so this is holding you very nicely in the seat, even on the racetrack or in the traffic. So this is just fantastic. It's nicely padded, it's not like a super hardcore, but yeah, you have very nice side bolsters which are very thick, and you feel that you sit in the race car. So I would recommend to get these seats for sure, because yeah, they are just fantastic looking and they are better for the seating. So here you can see the AMG logo, which is stitched to the leather, and it's also in the silver color, which is just fantastic. And if you take a look, you have also like a carpet here, and which is very nice. You have this cage which is in black color, and it is fixed, attached to the vehicle, and this helps with rigidity and other various factors, and it looks just fantastic with this cage on. And this roof is actually from carbon fiber, which is hollow inside, so it saves the weight and it pushes the center of the gravity of the car lower, like a few millimeters, maybe centimeters. So yeah, this is just fantastic. You have also this, like it symbolizes maybe like AMG logo a little bit, like these lines here. So yeah, just fantastic looking vehicle. You have also the speaker here and speaker here, and this dashboard is the leather, it's stitched in the silver stitch. So just a fantastic looking vehicle. Alright guys, so I'm in the seat of the AMG GT-R Pro, which is just fantastic. Above my head I have like this much space, and I'm 186 centimeters or 6 feet and 2 inches. So even taller person than me can sit here and don't have any issue. So this is just fantastic for everybody, so everybody can enjoy this fantastic car. Alright guys, so let's take a look at the boot space. You can open it with this button, and if you press it, then the boot will release, and you can open it manually. It's not electric, this boot, so you just need to lift it. It's like a hatchback boot cover, boot door, and this boot space has 350 liters. It's not so small as you might think. When you look at the car, you can see this roll cage, and thanks to that you have a little bit less if you want to put your things even behind the seat, which is not really recommendable because it's not very safe. And you can see how the roll cage is there fixed with screws to the car. So yeah, I think this amount of the boot space is enough for 2 people to go on a road trip or somewhere like this. You have also this part which can cover your items when you have the boot lid closed, but you will have also the privacy glass, so nobody will see your luggage. So it's quite okay, I think it's fine. You have also the medical kit and the subwoofer in the boot space, and you have this light here and also the grab handle, so you can close it only manually, like I'm going to show you now. Alright guys, so that's it for this video. I'm very glad that I could bring you this exclusive 750 vehicle GT-R Pro edition. And yeah guys, if you liked it, then give this video a like, subscribe for plenty more videos, and I will see you soon in the next video. Have a great day!